Hey, wait a minute. This isn't my bedroom. What's all this stuff outside the window? And why is everything flying past me? Well, the reason being is that I'm actually on a bus on a quest. Man, look at me. A man on a mission. A mission to find some physical media. CDs to be precise. I could go to my usual record stores, but I want to check out some of the big stores. You know what I'm talking about. The places where I got my start in collecting. Let's see what has changed since I gave up on these places. Our first stop is good old Walmart. This is the exact Walmart where I got my first CDs from. Those being Guns N' Roses' Greatest Hits, Master of Puppets by Metallica, and Who's Next by The Who. Well, here we are. Looks like the exact same size when I last saw it. You got the vinyl on top and CDs on the bottom. To vinyl snobs, that's probably 100% accurate. I must say though, there are some pretty interesting albums here. Some I would even call bangers. Of course, some of them I already have, but at least the selection is better than usual. After giving it some thought, I wound up landing on two CDs. Blink 182 and Garbage. Is Garbage an appropriate name for them? I'll find out. Before I go, there is one more thing I want to look at. Ah, the toy section, a place where I always hung out as a kid. It's kind of weird that the Lego sets are locked up like video games. Well, I found the spot I've been looking for, and just like the CDs, it's also in a pretty sad state of affair. Back in the day, the Thomas the Tank Engine section was one of the biggest parts of the toy aisle. Now it's just two boxes filled with only two die-cast characters. You have Emily right here in her All Engines Go attire.
Here comes Thomas! I'm the number one engine, whoa!
We don't talk about All Engines Go. And we have Henry in his more normal appearance. This specific model was released in honor of the franchise's 80th anniversary. Yeah, I think I know which one I want. Besides, Henry is one of my favorite characters, so there's that. Man, I don't think I've bought official Thomas merch in a long time. And no, my hat doesn't count. Now that I'm done here, time to head over to our next location. Whoa, look at this. I don't talk about politics on this channel, but I do respect people demonstrating their right to peaceful protest. Anyhow, I'm at our next location, Target. This time, I'm going to check out the toy aisle first. Well, unlike Walmart, the Lego sets aren't locked away. But after some intense searching, I found that there was no Thomas the Tank Engine products whatsoever. There's a bunch of Cars products, but I'm not that interested. Let's just get into the music section, and as you can see, Target is all in on the vinyl. Look at this, you got the Queen's Greatest Hits at $30. Tempting, but I'm gonna pass today. Here's the Rolling Stones' newest album, and it goes for $51? Yeah, I'm getting the CD version instead. But that's not all they have. They have something called Tiny Vinyl. What's that, you may ask? Well, it's exactly what you think. Tiny Vinyl. Basically a smaller version of a 45 single. To me, this seems like pure novelty. Plus, I've heard they won't actually work on my turntable due to the automatic feature, so that's another thing I'm gonna pass on. Unless if there was a Queen one, then maybe. Besides that, there are some interesting records here, but now you're probably wondering, where the heck are the CDs? Well, they're here, 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 and here. As a CD buyer, this is a joke. All you got is Taylor Swift, Jay-Z, Olivia Rodrigo, and Madonna. She's still releasing albums? With not many options, I only went for the two Olivia Rodrigo albums. That means I'm all caught up on her discography. Plus, these two have Target exclusive album covers, ooh. So, bottom line, after checking out two separate stores, I'm going home with Blink 182, Garbage, Olivia Rodrigo, and Henry the Green Engine. Witnessing the downfall of the CD section in these major stores is kind of upsetting to me. The vinyl people may be rejoicing at the popularity of vinyl, but for someone who has an attachment to CDs, it's kind of disheartening. This also really demonstrates the decline of certain physical formats. It doesn't help that Sony recently announced that they were going to stop producing physical discs for their video games. Despite that, I know music fans like myself will continue to support physical media through independent record stores, online marketplaces, and specialty retailers. The era of buying CDs in these big stores may be fading, but for those who value ownership, the CDs will still have dedicated supporters. But I think that's gonna do it. Got my stuff, and I think I'm gonna start heading home. Hopefully you enjoyed this little excursion that I did today. Maybe I'll do more stuff like this, and maybe one day things will change, but given how things are, I kind of doubt it. But in the comments below, you can let me know what you think. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye for now.